let's talk about the most important thing, you, and why you should not care about anybody else's opinion, no matter who it is. Okay? We live in this weird, messed up society where we are getting hints and tips and, references from people we don't know, who don't relate to us, who can't relate to us, who are completely different than us, but we are expected to look, sound, and act like them. And especially for the younger crowd that is on social media all the time, like we're growing up in this warped reality where you're 16 and you're supposed to be jacked and look like a super bodybuilder, or if you're a woman you got to be like a model body 24/7, and if you're not, you're fat and this and that, and it's driving everybody to like be depressed, right? Be always nitpicking themselves like, oh my god, I have like a little fat here, I'm not like ripped 24/7, oh my god, I'm not like 6'8", oh, like everybody else is doing this. But what we don't understand is all this nonsense, especially on social media, is just like the 0.00001% of what's actually going on, right? Nobody's going to show their failures. Nobody's going to show what they go through their every day. They're just going to show the very best, right? Because that's all anybody wants to see, the very best. And that creates a false reality. And that creates a lot of insecurities in people because people are then expected to be the very best 100% of the time because that's all they see, including myself, right? Like I caught myself last week and I'm like, shit, man, I've been working out for a while, and I saw this other guy on like social media, and I'm like, he looks so much better. What am I doing wrong? Why don't I look like that? Why can't I get like that? And there's a bunch of reasons why, but it all comes down to being your own person. And need to stop comparing yourself to others. Um, need to start comparing yourself to yourself, because this whole world, this whole like life, which is a race against yourself. That's all it is. It's how much better of yourself can you be, right? It's not how much better can you be than Joe Schmo across the street. Joe Schmo really doesn't care what you're doing, and neither should you care what he or they are doing, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect your life. But it only affects your life if you let it. If you let those outside insecurities come in, like, oh, they're making more money than me. Oh, they're losing more weight than me. Oh, they're doing this better than me. Like, you can use that as a driving force. I do it all the time. Like, I see a car and I'm like, I want it. What do I have to do to get it? That's a materialistic goal. You can use that as goals, right? But you don't want to let it encapsulate your life in the way of becoming insecurities about yourself and then never self-actualizing how amazing you really are. Because we live in this world where we can do anything we want, but we're too busy focusing on other people. So we really, really, really need to start focusing on ourselves more, because as soon as you put that fraction of effort that you put into everything else, what everybody else is doing, into yourself, you become so much more motivated, so much more disciplined, and so much better of a person for yourself, because you start enjoying yourself. You start enjoying the process. You start enjoying the fruits of your labor, because you are the only thing that matters. Your circle, your family is the only thing that matters. Nobody else's matters. So we really need to get into this mindset of like understanding that the world isn't perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody else is perfect. So don't expect to be perfect. Don't expect these unrealistic goals to happen. Just keep churning along. You just got to keep your mind leveled. Understand that you can make as much progress as you can, and you should be happy about that. You should be so happy that you are just growing as a person, getting better at whatever you're doing, and that's all that should really matter, that you are making progress. The only time you should be unhappy is when you feel stagnant, right? When you yourself aren't making progress. Because then you're just letting yourself down if you are half-assing at something. But no matter what, no matter what everything else is going on, that like there's people that are making more money than me, like have more dogs than me, have more cars than me, but I don't care because I enjoy my life. I am looking in my field of vision, right? I'm not comparing myself with social media. I'm not comparing myself with the guy across the street. I am comparing myself to me every day. And as long as I am making an incremental step every single day on becoming better, that's all I can hope for. So just keep bettering yourself, comparing you, not to anybody else. And I guarantee you, you'll be so much more happy in life when you are your only competition because you can only get better or worse than yourself, not anybody else. So get better every single day. Focus on yourself. Stop letting outside distractions like social media, TV, and other people influence your life because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Only you matter.